Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first video of 2023. I hope that you had an amazing Christmas and start to the new year, however you might have celebrated, or if you celebrate a different holiday. I hope that you've had a great time and this is the perfect time to reset, rejuvenate, recharge yourself a little bit. So I hope that you've had a chance to do that, whatever it is you celebrate over the season. So my first video, oh sorry, by the way, if you can hear squeaky chair, we're going into 2023 with new intentions, new insights, new experiences, but squeaky chair is still here. Maybe this is the year that I will fix squeaky chair, so I'm sorry in advance if you can hear that. So yeah, I wanted to start my 2023, the first video, with a reset, a bit of organisation, talking a bit about setting new intentions, because this is something that I do every year and I find that it just really helps me to get my mindset in a good place for the new year and thinking about the kind of things that are important to me for the year coming up and how I can get the most out of life, basically. So I wanted to talk a little bit about reflecting on the previous year, on 2022, and then looking at my diary and how I organise and plan things throughout the year, and then finally working on a vision board. So get yourself a nice drink, I've got a nice hot coffee, and sit back and enjoy the video, and I hope that this might help you or maybe inspire you to set some intentions and get some organisation in your life ready for the new year. So before I start planning my new year and setting my intentions, I always like to just spend a little bit of time reflecting on the previous year, so on 2022. And I literally just use a lined notebook to do this, but you can use a journal or planner, bullet journal, whatever works for you. So I like to just use this one, and I literally normally just will Google or search on Pinterest for some prompts to help me journal and think about things to reflect on from 2022. So I've just got a few here that I'm just going to read out, and if you would like to, you can pause and kind of journal along with me if you want. So I'll just read out a couple of my favourites, but like I say, if you Google, Pinterest, search TikTok for journal prompt ideas for the new year, you will find loads of these, and you can also pick your favourites. So a couple of my favourites are: something hard I accomplished this past year was, some things that make me happy are, I am most proud of myself this past year for, who or what brought you joy this year and why? What is something from 2022 that you would like to let go of coming into the new year? My word of the year is, a quote that inspired me last year was, what were you most thankful for this past year? And finally, what is the best thing that you did for someone else this past year? So you can include all kinds of things in this if you want to think about what your favourite movie was from the past year, or what you enjoyed watching on TV, if you picked up a new habit, if you started a new hobby, anything like that. It's just great to sit down and reflect and just take a minute to just pat yourself on the back and just be happy for everything that you achieved during the past year, and just thinking about great moments that you had, whether they are big or small, whatever that looks like to you. So the thing that I wanted to talk about is my diary and how I use it. Basically all of this stuff here, as you can probably tell, I am an absolute stationery fiend. I love all of my stationery, and I am a person that finds that I have 1,000,010 thoughts going through my head all the time, and if I don't have somewhere physical to write them down, it just becomes overwhelming for me. So that's one of the reasons why I love to keep a diary throughout the year and keep organised. And this began when I was in secondary school or high school, and they used to give us planners to record our homework and things like that, but I would always use mine to record when I was going to dance class, or if I was seeing Gran or an appointment, something like that. And from there I've just done a diary every single year. So this is my diary from 2022. This is my weekly planner. I always like an A5 size, and I have a week to view. I find that that just works best for me. And one of the things that I really love about having this is that I can look back at it at the end of the year or in future years, and I just love being able to look back and remember some of the things that I've done throughout the year. And I also use it as a little bit of a scrapbook. Like, I'll pop in gift tags from birthdays or theatre tickets, things like that. So yeah, this is my old one now. So this is completely full of all the things that I've done over the past year. I also like to just pop in things like this. Earlier in the year we went to Robin Hood's Bay, and I sometimes like to pick up a little postcard or a little card and pop that in my diary just as a little keepsake, a little memoir. So yeah, that is the end of this diary now. This one is going to go into my sentimental box up in the loft with all of my other diaries, and then I can have a look at them whenever I want. And this one here is my new diary. This is for 2023. I usually like to buy my diaries from TK Maxx, Paperchase. There are loads of really nice ones on Etsy, and you can literally find them from a couple of pounds up to 50, 60, 70 pounds, whatever kind of budget you would like to spend on them, whatever kind of style you want. There is literally anything out there, and of course with everything it's just whatever works best for you. So yeah, this is mine for 2023, and the first thing that I like to do with my new diary is start to work through and pop in any dates that are coming up, any appointments that are coming up, just get all that information in there first. And then I also like to go through my old diary and fill in any birthdays or anniversaries in here, so that I never forget anything, and that just always keeps me really nice and organised because I've got them all in one place and I know where to find them all. Another thing that I love to use to help keep me organised is planner stickers. I just find that these, I don't know what it is, I just love them. I just think they're so cute, and I like to just pop them in when there's like a special event, or even for things that are kind of like monthly, like payday. I just like to pop a sticker in there, or an appointment for doctors or dentists, something like that. And there are loads of shops on Etsy or online that you can find these stickers. They also sell them in places like Paperchase, stationery stores, lots and lots of different places, Amazon, anywhere like that really. So in the next few days I'm going to be replenishing my sticker stash, ready to pop some new ones in my new diary, but these are just a few that I enjoyed using over the last year, and I normally get a couple of copies of each sheet just so I've got a lot. But yeah, I love to use those as well. That's just one thing that I really like to do in my planner and keeps me organised. Then I did very quickly want to talk about two other things that I use to keep me organised, and again this is just whatever works best for you. So for me personally, I really struggle to use my phone as a diary, a planner, so I like to have physical paper. So whilst I use the notes app on my phone loads, I also always like to have a physical little to-do list that I can just write down and check off. So this is literally just a plain to-do list notepad, and whenever I have finished with one sheet I can just rip it off. So that is the first one that I just like to have out on my desk, and I can use that as and when I need it. And the second is a plain lined notebook. So again, you can use whatever works best for you. Some people might like to use like a bullet journal or a sketch notebook, something like that, but I just love to use this one, and I just do all sorts of planning in here. It's a good place for me to put a lot of ideas down and things like that. So that's another essential that I always have out on my desk. And the final thing that I wanted to talk about is creating a vision board. So this is something that I've only recently done in the last few years, maybe 4 or 5 years, but it basically, for me, I use a big cork board with pins. These are all the pins that I've recently taken my old things off, and I've just used a bit of twine to create a little handle at the top there so I can hang it on my wall. And for me personally, I like to take everything off at the start of a new year or as my visions change throughout the year, and then update it as I go. So I've got everything currently that I am envisioning and manifesting up on my vision board. So the idea behind a vision board is to pop on here anything at all that means something to you, that you would like to try and manifest into your life. It's great to have a visual image of something that you want to make happen, that you see every day, so that you can have that idea in your head that you're going to accomplish it and see it come into fruition into your life. I'll be starting my board in the next couple of days, and my vision board this year is going to look a lot like bringing our new baby into the world. I am 27 weeks pregnant at the moment. If you've been following along our journey, you can see more over on my Instagram. I'll leave my handle down below. But yeah, I am 27 weeks pregnant, so one of my main things that I will be seeing on my vision board is bringing our new baby into the world. And a couple of things that I'd like to focus on is mainly around our home and our home life, making things tranquil, making it a sanctuary, and all about peace and relaxation really. That's really important to me this year. But in the past, I've used my vision board for things like when I was wanting to do a lot of travelling, the year that me and Gran went on a campervan adventure across New Zealand. So that year I'd had a lot of travel and adventure inspiration on my vision board. And then in following years, I've had things that have helped me focus on our wedding, when we bought our first home, all of that kind of thing. So you can make it whatever you want. And I usually like to collect brochures or magazines and just use clippings from them and anywhere else I can find really that reflect what it is I'd like to see on my vision board. But another way you can do this is making your board online using something like Canva or another similar app, and you can just find all of your images online that you would like to use, or even sounds, anything that you would like to pop on there, and then you can always use it as a screensaver or something that you can open and revisit. And I personally find that just being able to look at this every day helps me to stay focused and manifest things better into my life, which is another point actually. If you've not looked into the law of attraction and manifestation before, I would highly recommend that you go and check that out. It's not for everybody, but for me personally, it's something that I live by daily and I involve in my life as much as I can, and it's something that I really follow. And yeah, I just really recommend that you go and check it out. So they are the three main things that I will be doing coming into the new year to help me stay organised and to help me set goals and intentions for the new year. So please let me know down below what your goal or intention is for the new year. I would love to know and share a few of them, share a few ideas. But I hope that you found this video helpful or useful. And yeah, if you practice anything else, please let me know down in the comments below. I love to hear how people organise and keep themselves on track. And I just think that the new year is just the perfect time to start this, or to do a refresh of anything, a reset of your mind, of your organisation. So thank you for watching. I hope that, like I say, you enjoyed this video and that it might be helpful for you. And if it is, please let me know down in the comments below. And if there is any content in particular that you would like to see from me in the new year and throughout the year, please also let me know down below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and if you liked this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.